Happy Friday, everyone. I am here with a book about autumn or fall to read to you because on Tuesday, the 22nd, it will be the first day of fall. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. I love the smells of it. I love the colors of it. I love the way everything looks. I love Halloween. My oldest son was born on Halloween, so it's a special holiday in my heart, even though he's old. But I am going to read you a book about fall. I did share some of the pages in pictures already on the Facebook page, just cool facts and interesting info. This is called Awesome Autumn, All Kinds of Fall Facts and Fun. The author is Bruce Goldstone. Autumn is a season of awesome changes. Look around in autumn and you'll see a lot of changes happening. These changes take plants, animals, and people from the hot days of summer to the cold days of winter. Days get colder, so your clothes get heavier. At the beginning of autumn, you might be comfortable running around in a t-shirt and shorts. By the end of autumn, you're more likely to be wearing a sweater, long pants, and a jacket. Days get shorter and nights get longer. Autumn begins in the autumnal equinox. In the northern hemisphere, that's a day near September 22nd, when day and night are both 12 hours long. Autumn ends on the winter solstice. In the northern hemisphere, that's a day near December 22nd. It's the shortest day of the year. Leaves change color. Why do leaves change color? To understand the answer, you need to know why leaves are green in spring and summer. The green color in a leaf comes from chlorophyll. Unlike you, plants make their own food, and they use chlorophyll to do this. This green chemical traps energy from sunlight. There's a bee in here. Okay, great. All right, I'm going to try and ignore it. This green chemical traps energy from sunlight. Plants use the energy to grow. Summer days are long and bright, so leaves have plenty of light to make food. In autumn, days get shorter. Many plants stop making food when daylight decreases. Sorry, you guys, this bee is bothering me. As days get shorter, leaves stop producing chlorophyll. The trees don't need it anymore. When the chlorophyll is gone, we can see new colors in the leaves. Those are the colors of autumn, and they're so beautiful. Another name for autumn is fall. But how do leaves know when it's time to fall? Some trees have leaves that can't survive in the winter. Their branches and trunks are strong enough to live through the cold, short days ahead, but their thin green leaves are too delicate and would die in the cold. That's why these trees drop them. Leaves have veins that carry fluids in and out of the leaf. As autumn days get shorter, the veins begin to close off. Fluids stop moving in and out. A layer forms at the base of each leaf where it hangs on the tree. Finally, this layer completely seals off the leaf from the tree. When the leaf is no longer connected to the living part of the tree, it can fall. What happens to all those leaves? Leaves that fall can help keep the environment healthy. As they break down, they give food to the earth and to tiny living things in the soil. Fallen leaves also act as sponges. They mix with the soil to help it hold rainwater. Not everything changes in autumn. Evergreens stay evergreen. Evergreens are tough enough to stay green all winter. Their needles or leaves are covered with a heavy wax that helps them survive in the winter. This wax helps keep the moisture in an evergreen from freezing. So cedar, fir, hemlock, holly, pine, and spruce trees. Autumn brings frost. How does frost form? Frost is frozen dew. But what's dew? Air looks invisible, but it isn't empty. Air always has some moisture in it. The air close to the ground gets moisture from soil and plants. During cool nights, the moisture in the air also cools. Moisture becomes droplets on plants, the ground, and even spider webs. These drops are dew, and it's so cool to see a spider web that has dew on it. In autumn, nighttime temperatures can drop below the freezing point. Moisture in the air freezes into ice crystals. That's frost, and it could mean trouble for plants. When the temperature is cold enough to form frost, water inside the plant freezes too. As a result, the plant may die. And some people have to cover certain plants with a cloth so the plants don't freeze. They don't want them to die. Before the frost comes, it's time to harvest crops. Farmers use everything from their hands to mighty machines. Some crops are best harvested by hand to make sure they don't get bruised. Other crops are best harvested by machine. A combine is used to harvest grains like wheat, barley, rye, and corn. The name comes from the fact that it combines 3 different jobs: cutting, threshing, and cleaning. First, the machine pushes stalks of grain into the correct position and cuts them. Next, a conveyor belt carries the grain into the threshing drum. That's where the chaff, the outer part of the grain can't be eaten, is removed. The grain is cleaned and then transferred to a truck that carries it to be milled. How does autumn taste? Lots of crops are ripe and ready to eat in the fall. Apples, pumpkins, pears, plums, and more. A cornucopia is a horn of plenty. It's filled with fruits, nuts, and vegetables that you can taste in autumn. In autumn, some birds leave town. Many birds migrate. They fly south to spend the winter where it is warmer and food is more plentiful. You might see geese or other birds flying in a V. This pattern saves energy. The bird in front works the hardest, cutting through the air's resistance. The air behind the front bird has less resistance, so it's easier to fly through. Birds take turns flying in front. Here are some birds that migrate: swans, ducks, egret, pelican, Arctic tern, and a goose. Migrating isn't just for birds. Ocean waters get colder in autumn. Dolphins and whales also migrate, following warmer water currents. Some insects migrate too. Monarch butterflies, grasshoppers, and some dragonflies travel hundreds or even thousands of miles to reach their winter homes. Some animals don't migrate south, they migrate down. Mountain goats, bighorn sheep, and elk that live high in the mountains during the summer move down to lower, warmer lands in the autumn. Some animals don't move in autumn. Instead, they stop moving. Many animals become less active in the late fall. Chipmunks, hedgehogs, bats, frogs, toads, and even earthworms hibernate. They seem to be sleeping for a very, very long time. Their body temperature and heartbeat decreases. They live off fat stored in their body. Bears spend the cold season in caves, hollow trees, or dens. They can sleep for as long as a month, but they can also wake up if they are threatened. Before they go to sleep, Bears prepare their sleeping areas by lining them with dry leaves and grasses. These materials help keep the cold out. Animals who stay awake in the winter use autumn days to get ready for the cold. Many animals stay where they are all year round. In the autumn, they gather food while it's plentiful. Squirrels, beavers, and other mammals store food for the winter. Some mammals, like foxes, grow thicker fur in the autumn. This helps them stay warm as temperatures drop. Other mammals like snowshoe hare and the ermine even change colors. Their fur changes from brown to white to blend in better with the snow. What do people do in autumn? Rake leaves into a pile, then jump. And a lot of sports normally are being played, like football and soccer. And that is the end of Awesome Autumn. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you can get out and enjoy autumn and all that it offers. And have a great weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday. Bye.